Good evening, everybody. Let's start things off with the Macon boys basketball team as they hosted Moberly. Macon in black. Tyrone Walker's pass is tapped away. Kendall Cothe grabs it and scores. Moberly's Andrew Garrison is good from behind the line. Later, it's Cothe with one dribble, one shot, and 2 points. Macon trailed by 14 points at the half. They battled back only to lose it by 2, 46-44. In other boys games, Brookfield lost to Tolton Catholic 81-65. South Shelby stopped Centralia in overtime 58-56. Fairfield fell to Williamsburg 71-48. Atlanta beat Bevier 54-46. In girls games, Moravia mesmerized Melcher Dallas 46-32. It was La Plata 43, Brashear 20, and Atlanta ambushed Bevier 48-31. The Putnam County boys basketball team is off to a 12-5 start, and the Midgets are well on their way to their 4th conference crown in 4 years. And it all starts with a strong inside game of Dion Hunt.
You know, we have a senior kid that's come back. He's played 4 years for us, and he's doing really well this year. We have another young post that's battling inside and helping us out. But, you know, for the post, we got to have good guards getting the ball into them.
The Crooksville girls will be home to face Boonville tomorrow. The Tigers have had the week off, and they have used that time to fine-tune things in practice.
We're getting ready to go through conference the second time, so we want to work on some new things to throw some different looks at your opponents. Everybody's been scouting you and talking to other coaches so they know what you're going to try to run.
There were some great college basketball games last night. Despite not having the record they thought they'd have in mid-January, the Truman State men's basketball team plays hard at practice and during games. That hard work paid off last night as the Bulldogs beat 10th-ranked Washburn 64-56 thanks to making smart plays down the stretch.
No question. Ran a great out of bounds, executed on the inline out of bounds in a special situation, which was great. And then we went down there and able to get some stops, and we just hung on long enough to be able to win the game. But we made free throws and got defensive rebounds late game.
After a hiccup against Ole Miss, Missouri picked up a 79-62 win over Georgia last night. The Tigers' inside-outside game was on the money as 5 players scored in double figures. By forcing the game inside, the Tigers scored 18 points at the free throw line after only getting 4 at Georgia, and Alex Zoriaki took advantage of his size underneath as he had 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks.
I knew it was a game where I had to demand for the ball and post up strong. That's something I'm continuously working on, and I knew I had the advantage inside, and my teammates did a great job of finding me. And when they were able to miss shots, I just tried to do my best to clean it up.
Let's hit the lanes. Both the Ottumwa bowling squads were in action against Mount Pleasant. The Ottumwa girls were victorious once again. Sydney Swanson led the Bulldogs with a 2.14 average, while teammate Michaela Malloy finished the day with a 2.11 average. Let's hit the pool. It's Ottumwa against Roosevelt. In swimming action, you're looking at the 200 boys backstroke. The Bulldogs have been getting better since the beginning of the year, but tonight they fell to Roosevelt 112-58. The Truman State wrestlers defeated Central Baptist 44-4. Colton Schmitz made it look easy. He scored a first period fall, while Helmut Rentschler won by a technical fall. The Crooksville wrestlers are gearing up for another big weekend tournament as the Tigers head to Platte County.
Not a large number of teams there, but there's some very important ones, and including the top teams in our own class. So, and there's some tough Class 3 teams as well. So we're going to go down, and it's definitely going to be a measuring stick for us.